Okay, guys, so we heard about the recent arrest of the Scott Iguma, the real estate activist. We heard he was arrested recently um, because he had used his platform to call out the Property World Africa Network, PWAN or PWAN, whatever they call themselves. Um, I knew something like this was going to happen. When I heard this news, I wasn't surprised. When I heard this news, I wasn't surprised because this is the strategy that powerful people and powerful organizations in Nigeria use to reply critics. They don't like being criticized. Once you criticize them, the next thing they will do is to go to the police, have you arrested, and accuse you of deformation of character and all that nonsense. They did it with very dark man. I'm not surprised they are doing it with Scott Iguma. That's Nigeria for you. And yesterday I was watching a video of a representative of the Property World Association, Property World Africa Network, PWAN. He came to Arise TV to do an interview defending what happened to Scott Iguma. And this guy just made himself look like a compound fool in that thing. He looked stupid in that interview, trying to defend the indefensible. And shout out to Arise TV. Arise TV has some very, very intelligent journalists. They pressed this guy. And this guy couldn't defend any of the nonsense he was saying. He couldn't defend any of this, what happened with Scott Iguma. Just because Scott Iguma used his platform to call out your company and to telling your company to address the petitions, the multiple petitions, over 130 petitions that have been written against your company. So Scott Iguma was basically telling you guys that you should address it. These petitions are from people that feel dissatisfied with the services that your company rendered them. Some of these people said they were sold receipts instead of lands. And your company, instead of addressing these complaints, you decided to arrest Scott Iguma for bringing awareness to what is actually going on, to the alleged fraudulent activities of your company. And the Securities and Exchange Commission has described your company's activities as very similar to that of a Ponzi scheme. Are you going to arrest the Securities and Exchange Commission also? So that gives credence to what Scott Iguma said. So you guys invited him to the police station, right? Under the false pretense that he should come and defend his statements that he made against the company. Then you had him arrested and locked up. And up to now, he's still locked up. All because he had the effrontery to call out your company for his alleged shady practices, even with evidence, with petitions that have been written against your company. But I'm happy that your company's representative made himself look extremely stupid in that Arise TV interview. And one thing is for sure, Scott Iguma will be released. Whether you guys like it or not, we have a new generation of activists in Nigeria that are ready to go all the way. They don't care about police detention because they know police detention is just an intimidating tactic used. Because when Scott Iguma started making those videos, I knew he was going to offend a lot of powerful people in the real estate world, because there's so much fraudulent activity happening in the real estate industry, and Scott Iguma has been calling it out. I knew that one day they would arrest this guy, not because he's doing anything wrong, but because he's doing the right thing. I knew they were arresting. So the Property World Africa Network, PWAN, or whatever you call yourself, this is going to make you guys look very, very crazy, because those cases will be taken up in courts. the petitions are already with EFCC, and those petitions will be taken up in the legal route, and it's going to make you guys look even more stupid than you already look now. You guys will look even more stupid than you already look now. You know, and it will affect the integrity, the credibility of your company. Nobody will trust your company anymore. So at the end of the day, you guys will be the real losers, not Scots. Believe that.